Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Cousins throw complete there to Smith. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends
this nigga Dalvin Cook is a monster.
Confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
That one a first down pickup of 8. On the carry, it's Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 23 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
From the 44, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
That was supposed to be a pick. Madden needs to fix that shit.
Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. On first down, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite
had to get him off you real quick.
Philly a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And
That should be a fumble.
inside the 30 to 27. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to get that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week.
Why can't I grab this?
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They go play action. Cousins.
I should get that damn quarterback.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Oh my
and Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Stop it, Madden.
It's a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can...
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings!
Oh, I don't even know. Man, just on this target shit right now.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Yeah, let's go.
Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
From the 6. And beyond the 20.
They blocking his shit. What the fuck is going on?
Just a yard pass there to the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that out under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, He's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A play fake, and it's Darnold letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Now Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 2nd and 1, Darnold escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Right here. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touch. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...
As soon as they gave me all them bullshit plays, I knew I was not playing this shit.